Welcome on in, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Welcome on in, G-Tarrant. Welcome on in, Big O. Glad to have you, Sweepies. Welcome on in, Zeph. Welcome on in, Oceana. Welcome on in, Ilianos. Welcome on in, Lord Cobalt. Glad to have you, Sweepies. Welcome on in, 6-inch Finch as well. Glad to have you. Happy heckin' Friday. Congrats on surviving through another week. Another week in this beautiful, wonderful world we call the world. Sometimes you're like you go for it and then you realize, oh wait, I don't really have like a I don't have like a convincing end point. Are you at all interested in doing Hot Pot with Tony this weekend? It maybe. Hold up. Let me move over to the gameplay / art and then put on the music. But yeah. Oh shoot, I need to open up Songify. Yep, there we go. The traditional beginning of stream, Borb. Welcome on in, Kronos. Glad to have you, Sweet Pain. I will need your availability to make it work. I can't do Saturday. I've got plans. I got plans with Phoenix on Saturday. Welcome on, Zara Crisis. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here. Yes, Zara. I was like, I did the quick mental check to see whom I recognized as streamer. Are you going to Rubbing Strings? Yes. The best fuckable monster? That's too wide. That's too wide a net. I don't know. I couldn't immediately that's one of those things where it's like the tell me a joke thing, where like I couldn't you know. Oh, so I can't believe you said Tony's true name in chat. I'm sorry. I didn't fucking realize I was supposed to stay Ftnene. Tofney. I was trying to be secretive. Yeah, it's Tony. It's Tony. Sorry, you wore the board rounds somewhere. Rick, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Blood Chat. What have you, Sweet Bean? The hovering pie. This is the pie of Tantalus. It's so close. I want to eat it, but I can't. It just hovers. So welcome on, Doug. What have you, Sweet Bean? The pie. I think I need to like decrease the size of my hitbox is like the thing. Sorry, I'm a little bit eepy. I've been dealing with eepy bitch syndrome. Pieware. Also, this is as I'm looking at the line art, I'm like this, you know. Oh yeah, no, I will be unavailable tomorrow. Thank you. Oh, welcome on Azar Christ. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here. There we go. Okay, I did give you a shout out. Perfect. But yeah, hopefully everyone else's week was good. My week definitely exists, and then it didn't. I don't know how to describe it. You know, it was just like a week of like, if you know, I feel like I didn't do anything the entire week. I guess to be fair, like this is the comeback week from like this is like my week for returning from MFF, so I suppose that shouldn't be as surprising as it is. Welcome on to Phoenix. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hold up, I just realized. Do I have this? I think I forgot to include. Yeah, I did not include it. Oh, Batman Forever. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Live Chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. This is our Spotify link or search. A short break from work could be longer. I want to take a break from work. The problem is if I ever take a break from work, I don't get paid. Which is like you know, a not insubstantial you know, a not insubstantial like difficulty to manage.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been taking back shots the whole time.
What the shut the fuck up. Shut up. Who taught you that that line, Crisp? I hate it here. This is the monkey. I guess to be fair, like backshots is not exclusively a queer culture thing. I guess it just to some degree is more common in queer culture. Is it even? I don't know. I talk a big game, but I actually don't know what that means off the top of my head. Don't tell me. I think it's funnier that I don't know what it means. But no, largely this week just kind of existed, and now I need to try to figure out Starky. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Also, I should probably actually hop in the Discord in case anyone's, you know, in case there is interest in people hopping on and yapping. I was just drawing a Drider while watching the stream. Heck yeah. Driders are like the D&D like spider elf class, right? Or like spider elf race, right? I learned it from the Papa Meat discussing Slenderman. Sergey, I need your opinion on after I get the new model of the haunts and have everything set up, should I swap my name to be better for stream? Like in terms of like, what are you thinking about like search engine optimization? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if you want to make it big in any like in streaming, just like go to any other platform. Twitch Discovery is like actually ass. But that having been said, oh, I guess to be fair, like I should probably get in the habit of asking for the peeps who followed, Batman Forever and shoot, Rick Dom. How did you find the stream, if I may ask? I think I recognize you, Rick, from DA's stream, and also the DA emote definitely makes me think. But no. Because like I should probably get better about it. I heard about it when you come out to puss. Monkey, why are you like this? I will be a horse, not a peregrine, so it would be inaccurate. I mean, to be fair, like, there is upside to, like, not using your main... Like, honestly, using my main Sona as my stream, you know, as my front-facing does come with its, like, difficulties. Honestly, word by mouth is a good way to grow. Papa introduced you. Wait, what do you mean Papa introduced me? I was looking through our streams on Twitch and I found your stream. Oh, and my dreaders are different spider species that are different human races. Okay. I would use the breed of horse rather than just horse. Yeah. Like if it's a Mustang or a Stallion or a... I don't know horse species. Those are the only two I know. I was like playing on custom with friends. That's fair.
Where the rat?
What's up, Crisp?
Horses aren't real.
I'd like to think that, but okay.
Rats. Where the rat?
What's up, Crisp?
Those aren't horse species.
Wait. I thought they were. So Stallion is like a male horse.
Rats.
But a Mustang, I'm pretty sure, is a species of horse.
Blacksmith a horse species?
I don't think so. I can't be 100% for certain, but I don't think it qualifies. Maybe I only heard mare. Monkey, I didn't even say mare. Monkey, are you feeling okay? How many fingers am I holding up? I say holding up 0 fingers. Two in the stink. Oh, okay, cool. The neurotoxin is starting to settle in. Mustangs, Colts, Clydesdales. Oh yeah, I did know Clydesdales. Wait, is Colts a species of horse? You don't have fingers on it, you have talons. Draft horse isn't... I don't think draft horse is like a species of horse. I think it's like a type of horse. Like that's like a horse being used in a specific way. Colts are baby male horses, classification. Horses are dumb. That's the thing I'm coming to learn. I guess to be fair, like if I've talked to many a horse enthusiast, and like every horse person I've talked to is like, yeah, horses are just dumb. Starky considering a hippogriff arc. What's a hippogriff? Is that the half horse, half bird? No, it's not me. It's Zeph who's considering the hippogriff. Got a lurk, but I hopefully can come back soon for sure. Thanks for stopping by, you sweet bean. Clydesdale is a type of draft horse. Part lion too. I thought that was a different, like isn't that a little bit closer to like a griffin?
Rats. Rats. Where the rat?
What's up, Chris?
Alright, what height would be good height if I wanted to make my horse a short king pony, not the MLP kind, a small horse kind?
I mean, like... I don't think it really matters, because, like, it will be rescaled either way. Sorry, what'd you say? I thought lions were a little bit closer to, like, a griffin than a hippogriff. I don't know, what is short king height? My standard for heights is fucked. So like I might need opinions here. Hippogriff is eagle and horse. Okay. Griffin is a half bird, half lion, while hippogriffin is a half bird, half horse. No, it's a hippo with wings. No, that's a, oh god, what is the fucking name of that Magic the Gathering card? Feldegriff. Feldegriff. Wolverine in comics is everything is not live action is 5'3". That's a good short king height, I think. Do it, I believe. You believed in my magic autism? My autism for Magic the Gathering, rather. Magic autism is like, that's a very different energy. That brings very different, very like not great energy to the function. Your eyebrows are also white. I have autism too. Did you create a chat? Did I create a chat of what? Welcome on, Ruffles. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Voice chat? Yes. But it's also like to some degree. So I've had difficulties in the past. Like voice chat has been somewhat of a complicated figure. So like I think I'm kind of restricting it to like active streamers, because there's something to be said about like stream, you know, stream behavior and protocol and all that. Okay. Because it's like, I, you know, there was a point where I had like basically like an open stream, like voice chat. I just wanted to say hi and leave it there. Listen, I appreciate the heck out of you. That, yeah, you know, hi. Hello. I don't, listen, but no, the history of, you know, it's been somewhat of a mixed history on this stream in regards to
where the rats.
Like refer to all
Everyone,
layers.
thank you for being here.
Everyone, thank you for being here. But no, I cannot hear the word Griffin anymore without thinking of the one scene from Family Guy where Griffin needs to come up with a fake name. Like, good, okay. But no, it's just like, I don't know. It's definitely something I want to toy with bringing back, but it also like is kind of a it's you know, I think I just need to be more mindful about the way I'm handling it. Welcome on, Ambrose. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Blight upon your sanity. Welcome on, Cossack. Glad to have you too. But yeah, it looks like this weekend's going to be a little bit busy for me. I might need to reconfigure what recipes I'm preparing, because the recipes I'm preparing right now are a little bit high effort. Because I'm in the mood for fried chicken, but I also don't want to pay for fried chicken. So I was gonna fry my own chicken, but like frying your own chicken does take a little bit of time, and that you know, it's something that I seem to be a little bit on the short side of. I'm about to go vegetarian for 7 days. Low key, like eating vegetarian isn't actually that bad. Don't get me wrong. I prefer eating like chicken and the occasional like, you know, piece of pork, but like it's not the worst thing in the world to like just temporarily go, you know, vegetarian for a bit.
What does this button do?
If you stay home tomorrow, fried chicken, I do not mind.
Do not push the button. You have no idea what it...
In water, chimps will drown.
It's, I mean, I do feel bad, but also I guess like to some degree I need to be mindful of my energy as we head into the holidays. He gave me whatever the opposite of a hard sale is. You can go the Jesus route where fish is considered plants. Scusi? Is this Catholic lore that a soft refund? If I'm being wise, I reasonably should probably stay home tomorrow. And just focus on cooking for myself. I don't know. Being an adult's a fucking scam. I hate it. A flaccid purchase. Isn't that one JoJo character? Or the guy with the guy with the stand? Me and my stand, flaccid purchase. Basically, fish aren't considered a meat in Catholicism. Fine, Starky, please do not come tomorrow. I want to be supportive, though, damn it. I would like you to spend time for yourself. Okay. You are exhausted. I mean, you are correct. Don't get like that is like I said, it is the wise decision. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm happy about it, but because I want to come out and support y'all.
Spin!
I would also definitely need Starky time this weekend. I will hop on the call to yell at you. I understand. I'll stay home tomorrow. / go get groceries and then do cooking for myself. Can we break femurs in the next 5 spins?
Spin!
If we assume ungus equals ish, we get a proof. Shut the fuck up. for that fish are a fungus. I mean, I just saw the new episode of the Digital Circus. They mentioned vor. Oh wait, shit! Is the new episode of the Amazing Digital Circus out? I need to give that a watch. Called it. I've been quite enjoying the Amazing Digital Circus. Apparently, this is basically the kickoff point because they mentioned that like the episode I think 5 which was the like community the crew suggestion episode was like the calm before the storm, and after the last episode, I can definitely see that things are about to get fucking spicy. No joke, the trailer for Digital Circus broke me because they dug directly into the Digital Circus stream I had a while back. There we go. But no, I guess I'll probably watch that tonight. Assuming, of course, that I don't get distracted by something. I'll be honest with you, because I don't necessarily think that coloring is going to take the whole time. I kind of want to play like mahjong. Would people be down to just like hang out and play mahjong for a bit? Like high key, I'm shooketh. Chat, are we mahjong maxing? Bastarky the Circus episode? I'm not gonna like watch it live on stream. Who the fuck do you think I am? XQC? A loser a game that I've never played before. But no, like yeah, Dell and James and Bellis have officially gotten me in, and I suffice to say my life will never recover. If I played mahjong, you would be too distracted from circus. I'm not gonna watch the Amazing Digital Circus live on stream. That's not happening. I'm immune to the mahjong propaganda. I thought I was too. But no one is immune to propaganda. Also, I think I see something that's wrong with the line art that I need to fix real quick. Bet. Mahjong is part of Asian culture. I cannot escape it. I mean, it's because Mahjong is fun. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Join the click clack cult. It definitely, like, I think a non-zero part of the appeal to me is the like kinestheticism, where it's just like it just is fun to, like, you know, engage with the, like, the tile sets. I can imagine a crow would love to play Mahjong. Next step, learn koi. What the fuck is koi koi? I mean, I definitely I hear I hear some people are trying to get Jame to learn how to play Hanafuda. So, like, that's also something I might need to learn at some point. Koi Koi is a Hanafuda game. Okay, and Hanafuda is just like basically the catch-all name for like the class of like games that use Hanafuda cards, right? Basically, yeah. Because I know they're basically, you know, it's the, like, Japanese equivalent of like a set of like a deck of cards. Komi has an episode about Hanafuda. Is that the Komi Can't Communicate anime? Yeah. I keep up with anime exclusively to the level that I need to so I can chat shit about it. But yeah, no, Monkey. If you want to schedule, like, I guess now my option for tomorrow is also open if you want to do, like, the hottest poteth with our mutual friend. Okay, so it kind of comes down from on top of his sideburns. Also, God, I love Hot Pot. Hot Pot's so fucking fun. It's like saying playing cards and you mean any game that use the Western deck of cards, but if you say play canasta, it means a different specific. Fuck yeah, we can do Hot Pot and chat about the book, hopefully, because I need help. The one you're the Death of Superman, Exploding Children, or Kill Yourself in a Dream. Which book are we talking about? I like how that's like I can, like, that meaningfully, like, narrows, like, those are just the archetypes of the books you write. Death of Superman. Okay. Okay, so it kind of like comes. How's this? How does this work? I wonder how unhinged Monkey would be if you could, if they were to appear in VC with the Burb. Welcome on to Cannabis. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh no, it's a Starky. I don't know why you're so surprised. You're the one who showed up here. I'm always here. Also, the interdimensional. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the interdimensional lizard garbage mafia. How could I forget? Silly me. But no. I'll definitely be down to help. And I think actually having Tony there is like as like an additional intermediary. I'm trying to find a place I can file a complaint with Spotify. Specifically, they can't bribe me with free premium. I will not be having premium in any form until they solve the fact that their playlist keeps breaking. Honestly, understandable. Genuinely, like the best way, like also like just, you know, like demand your money back, do something to like make it clear is like, hey, I'm not, you can't fucking purchase your way out of this. Like, or like I'm going to make a big deal out of this and like to the point of like costing you money until you fucking resolve this shit. Okay, now it's starting to look like a Boba Durg. It's starting to look like his character. Think of the hydrate. I need to get better at shapes. That's like the recurrent issue I have. I feel like it's just always with shapes. Hold on, what does that say? His that's actually kind of adorable. His handkerchief says Boba. That's a fun little detail I never noticed. They're definitely, I feel like art actually like makes you a lot more like hyper cognizant of little details like that. Here, let me get the wings real quick since those are gonna be easy. Okay. There's also part of me that like kind of wants to start on. I'll be honest with you. I kind of want to draw like what like the giant werewolf plush I got. Um, I kind of want to draw like a Sona. Legit, I've never been tempted to buy premium. I respect the subtle decision designed to expose me to other music if I don't pay. The issue is sometimes Spotify's like, actually you listened to this song 2 months ago, so you can't listen to it again because we helpfully saved your playlist in the AI trenches. I think in honor of Claire Obscure doing well at the Game Awards, we should all add Spring Meadows cello motifs to the playlist. Oh god fucking okay, why does this happen? Why actually I hate Spotify sometimes. And by sometimes I mean all of the fucking time. If for whatever fucking reason, if I speak for 30 seconds in the Discord, it causes Spotify to fucking stop playing. Oh yeah, I impulse bought the fucking the huge. To be fair, it wasn't as much of an impulse choice as it like impulse decision as it might have seemed. Because I was specifically like I was going into it with the knowledge that I just did not have the time to visit like I wasn't able to visit the dealer's den slash, you know, I wasn't able to scope it out fully. So I was like, fuck it, instead of making a bunch of little purchases, I'll just go there like and make the one big purchase. I was 8 years old when I found out AI Expedition 33 released with AI textures. Which is why I was like, there are people who are giving like the alter shit for like releasing with AI textures, and I'm like, Claire Obscure did the same thing. Which, like, don't get me wrong, is fucking stupid and actively like it is actively bad to the development of the game that they did that. Because I dropped 50 cents on a mobile game because it had no ads. Okay, so it's it's right around the elbow level. This arm's got issues. I'm not gonna lie. But no, because like it was meant to be a beta texture. The problem is, what I feel like with beta textures, you want them to be immediately like recognizable that it's not like part of the finished product. And I feel like that's the exact opposite thing you would want to use like AI images for, because like that stuff is like it passes the smell test in like initially, but like if you pay attention to it at all, you're gonna start noticing errors with it. I feel like with beta textures, you want them to be like big and immediately obvious, right? So like I genuinely don't know why they thought it was a good idea. It was just like very, very, very silly, I think. Welcome on Afro. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you show up for Afronasia Bun?
No. No. No.
Also, welcome on Matthias. That's. I'm like I have to grab my own fucking like mouth and be and say it as Matthias. Whatever reason my brain wants to say Matthias. But no, bonjour, mon ami. Welcome on in. How you doing? How both you doing? Excuse me. Why is my? There we go. That should be a little bit more like. There we go. My hands start to burn. I don't know why. I'm a little sick. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, like, you know, apparently it seems to be going around. I don't know, like, because James also said that he's coming down with a little something or other. So he was hoping you can just, like, you know, stay warm, stay hydrated, get some soup if you can. Welcome on. But no, my roommate was a little sniffly. Okay. Yeah. To some degree, I'm like, it you know, the con crud is like the second round of con crud for people who thought they were fine, and then like the instant their body relaxes, they get super duper sick. Welcome on in, Cornflake Girl. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But no, I'm largely just kind of vibing. But here's hoping you have like a, you know, kind of a nice clean recovery from all that, because God knows it is fucking exhausting being sick. Shall I continue to eat 2-week-old potato salad? No. No, you should be throwing it out. I'm aware the degree to which should is very much an operative word, unfortunately. Here, let me bring this in here now. Copy. There you go. Okay, move you up here. Throw that tater salad out. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell him. Starky, you need a nukin. What up? What happened? Okay. So the one with 10,000 credits on it. But no, I need to figure out what's going on with Nightbot, where it was just having those consistency problems. The power of mayonnaise makes me immune from the sickness. I once ate a jar of mayo that sat out unrefrigerated for over a week. But like, why take the risk? That's like, that's the thing I don't understand. Is like that feels like such a huge risk to be taking. And like, for what? Potato salad is mediocre. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it. The variety in your emotes is amazing. From joy closer to you have almost everything you could ever want. Honestly, that makes me happy to hear. There are times where I feel like I'm like, I don't, you know, are my emotes like, there are times where I wonder, like, do I need to like upgrade or replace my emotes? I still need to become a command. You do. Listen, things have been bad for an extended period of time. Is what I'll say on on that matter. Unfortunately, it might just be like that. Might just be what my life is now. Honestly. If you want to get rid of melt, I will be. If you get no, the thing I would be replacing are the static emotes, because I still have like 5 animated emote slots I can use. So I would never jeopardize my health. You are eating 2 week past due date mayo salad, potato salad. You are actively playing with your health. Due date was the 6th. Okay, a week past due date. Oh wait, hold up. No, that you're not supposed to be that color. You're supposed to be this color. Why? I'll be honest with you. Sometimes the magic wand tool does confuse me. But yeah, no, the melt is so versatile. The melt was like actually like that was supposed to be the original, like, because we ended up getting the thingies, but the melt was also supposed to offer as like a kind of the analog for like a blushing emote. Is this fucking Risk of Rain music? Swap high for an animated one? I suppose I could do that. Stop eating the damn potatoes. That's kind of where I'm at. This is not Etrian Odyssey 5. This gives immense what's it called? Like Risk of Rain 2 energy. I think the big thing is, like, to some degree, I need to go through the process of, like, consolidating my emotes. Because I feel like a lot of them are very much like there is an amount of like stylistic differentiation that I kind of want to like, you know, it would be nice if all of my emotes were like in a consistent style. It's from the third strata, the fetid necropolis. Gonna add potato salad to my lunch menu. Thank you for the idea. Also, thank you, Cynic, for the 180 stream streak. That's wild. These 3 are similar but different, and I appreciate them all of them for that. To be fair, if anything is getting like, I think I will probably remove Starky17 blush, as like that is, you know, consistency. Who are they? I don't know. They don't go here. Boyd, welcome on in, Busy Bee. Glad to have you sweeping. Good show for Busy Bee. Currently in the process of doing some coloring. I'll be honest with you, this does look a little like complete and utter butt cheeks. This looks Maybe not my best work so far, but last scene with Void. Listen, I thought you streamed. Am I dumb? Oh, I don't know why I thought those emotes were yours. I was like, wait, what? Hold up, what the fuck? Listen, I try to keep track of who all streams, but it's not necessarily the easiest task at times. I should play Hades 2 some more. I mean, I'm all for it. They fit though, don't they? Oh, absolutely. It's very B-coded. To be fair, like, you know, I kind of like bee sonas. I couldn't necessarily tell you why, but I do think they're like overall quite neat. Oh, that worked? All right. I'm partial to Beatles myself. That's also fair. Also, welcome on to Kilo Kebab. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay, we shout for Kilo Kebab because bee sonas are cozy coded. Speaking of Beetle sonas, cozy kebab. I've seen several bug sonas. They can be pretty cool, dang cool. I mean, one of my mods, like their primary sonas is a bug, is a beetle. Thank you for the shout. No problem. Thank you for the hydrate and the save. Also, welcome on in, Bellis. But have you too. Me finding my reflexes to shout people out. I did that. I felt a little because I did that in fucking Dell's stream. Because I was actively modding for Pop Mutt, and then someone rated it to Dell. My fucking muscle memory activated. And I suddenly I was like, wait a fucking minute, I'm not a mod here. And luckily, like I somehow tie. Whoops, I can't do that here. Exactly. It's fucking horseshit. But like, there is something muscle memory about it. I you know, like there are. Like it, depending on who the person I'm modding for, like DA has like, you know, he has like raid, like songs that play when people raid in. And for a while I actually had like, not quite like panic attacks, but like knee-jerk reactions whenever I would hear Bede's theme from Pokemon Sword and Shield or Penny's theme from Scarlet and Violet, where my body would like immediately kick into like, not fight or flight, but, you know, analogous to just try and shout them out. I'm fucking stupid. I was on the wrong layer for so long. Oh no. I might not be able to control Z all this. Well, now I just feel like I feel like a goobus. Oh, wait, it actually wasn't that bad. It's not actually as bad as it seems. Because luckily it was only on this layer. So that if I bring it down here, and then I can merge these layers. Yeah, this is belly on counter. This was me not 20 minutes ago with my layers being out of order. It's because I added this fucking visual reference here so I can color pick it.
Wretch.
Me wondering what it's called as my sketch crew.
Isn't non-digital art technically made all in one layer?
Technically. I barely run into the wrong layer problems since I check which layer I'm on a lot. Hold up. Perfect. This piece has got issues. Like, it's got problems, but, like, so far it's not necessarily been too bad. The character is at least recognizable. Albeit, I think I kind of want to, like, push this more that way. Or maybe, like, more of, like, an orangish. Like, push it more orange. So that way it kind of, you know, pops against the blue. Depends on the nutritional art medium. How did I miss this this masterpiece? Oh yeah, Starky17 Kaikaku. Me about to eat all the shredded cheese at 3 a.m. Like I said, I genuinely do love my emotes. I to be fair, I've forgotten about Kaikaku for a while. Let's see. There's gonna be some detail stuff I need to do here. You know, mostly like adding like the boba texturing, but for now I'm just doing flat, so. I think of the pets. Oh, me when the potato was a salad. Did the Midwest do that? Is that why it's a salad? Is potato an instrument? No.
What does this button do?
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Please, do not
Carlos, do not lick and goop
You have
me.
no idea what it...
Also, Kasai, how dare you press the button? No, Chris, do not. Oh, that's fine. I just realized his hand is also like his nails are also white. What do you think of the Oxford comma? It's fine. It is fine, I suppose. I mean, to some degree, as we head towards like a lot more linguistic drift, like I feel like there's like more important conversations to be had about like maintaining, you know, like I feel like there's like more pertinent conversations rather to be had about literacy than whether or not the Oxford comma, you know, need apply or not. No strong opinion? I guess, yeah, no strong opinion is probably the best way to put it. Again, I really fucked up this hand. There's like, there's no, I there's no fixing it now. I need to go through like what Dell is doing with frog glasses, where like I need to have like I need to have artists on my stream to just like talk me through the shit. Because I do feel like I'm stagnating a little bit in regards to my art style. Welcome on Shadrach. What have you, Sweet Bean? Talk through what? Like the process of like how to approach and understand creating art. Any emotes of yours get banned lately? No, I don't think so. What happened? Oh, is it because there's something about like just checking? It's like, yeah, like I think I don't know if it was you, but apparently like it is a thing where like people during their recaps will have their emotes banned, presumably because Twitch looks at their recaps and then like sees an emote that they probably should have banned but just weren't aware of. Have you tried using like 6 or 7 more brushes in your work? I really guess Twitch is looking harder at us. Could follow Bob Russell. I mean, okay, I probably should use more brushes. The prospect of that though is a little scary. I won't lie. Because like I lost several emotes, or 6 or 7 more layers. Listen, like the piss emotes. So that's very, very weird. Because I haven't had any, like, you know, I guess you feel like my emotes don't really necessarily see a whole lot of play, so maybe that's why. Yeah, okay, so, but also, like, what is the piss emote? I thought... Do you have the only person I know of who had a piss emote was Kofu, and it got banned. Also, we're about to run our first set of 3-minute ads. We run those every hour to turn off pre-roll so people don't have to deal with the ads as soon as they join the stream. Feel free to go grab some hydration, go grab a snack. Okay, how the fuck? Yeah, that would is this the ban hammer? I feel like some of this. I don't know. I feel like it's maybe not necessarily like, to be fair, Twitch is infamous for not fucking keeping consistent track of like Brent has a piss emote. Lemonade. I suppose. I don't know. That feels like that's playing with fire to me. I feel like I feel like I don't necessarily even want to have like any overtly sexual emotes. At least not outside of like just like generic hunky stuff like the flex emote. Oh no, it's the horny bonk. Yes, that is the horny bonk. For when y'all are horny. Here. Do not batter the... I guess to be fair, yeah, you can batter. I like to imagine the Borbs are like functionally immortal. Like you there's nothing you can do to them that like meaningfully like does actual damage. Like they got like fucking cartoon physics going on with them. Maybe this is as a counter to when my cake emote got purged. That's like, okay, that is fucking wild, because to some degree I'm like there is a lot of stuff where I'm like, you know, I feel like that this like will get banned at some point, and it just never does it sometimes. Starky 17 lick when? I don't know, when I can afford to get it animated, which is not going to be anytime soon, unfortunately. So the birds are like tardigrades, basically. Yeah, they're basically water bears. Like if you put one of them in like a hydraulic press, it would just be like fine. Like it would be compressed, and then like as you released it, it would just spring back into its normal shape. That's how I imagine the Borbs. I want to see the tardigrade persona. I'm sure it exists. I'm sure that exists somewhere. Remember, Starky's made of billions and billions of nanoborbs. More or less. But no, like... I think because there's like one specific set of emotes that I look at and I'm like, I'm always kind of surprised that it hasn't gotten like, you know, because I don't remember who the artist is for them, but there's the ones that are like the like mostly just bothers me from like an animation standpoint because of how aggressive it is. But it's basically like the exploding out of the shirt, like stuff that exists en masse. Or every time I look at it, I'm just like this. I actually feel like I'm being concussed by looking at this emote. Do not schlorp up the borbs. Do not schlorp the borb. I gotta say, not a big fan. But no, like I probably should learn how to use a little bit more. Like I should probably learn how to use a little bit more of like my various tools. Like, you know, grab some more of the pencils and stuff. Boba. Wait, you made of nanobots? Do you need oxygen? Starky in theory would not need oxygen. To some degree, like being in, you know, outer space would be annoying because of, you know, errant, you know, solar rays. I had a nightmare last night. Whatever life that was manifested was not right. Was not my dad. Interesting. I feel like that's like because I've had dreams like that where I'm just like like there just there just is a thing and it's a problem, but it's like I'm the only one who notices.
Starky, have you seen the Borbs? I thought I saw them in the break room. I don't know what they were doing with hundreds of cups scattered around, but they were. Man, this coffee tastes weird.
They're probably fine. Don't worry about the coffee. Okay. I like that shape a little bit more for the legs. But no, like because to some degree I need to start looking at some art tutorials to like really begin the process of upgrading my art, because I feel like I am stagnating a bit. Like I am improving, but I wish I could be improving faster. And I guess like one of the ways I could do that is to like potentially move to like 3 art streams a week, which is a thought that has crossed my mind. But I to some degree I'm apprehensive about burning out. You know, like doing so much art where it just stops being fun anymore. I asked this entity posing as my dad too many questions, and he just made eye contact and proceeded to send me out of the dream. If you want to improve, you got to do studies, bud. I know. I know. When I enter art burnout, I usually end up playing games. But no, it is a thing I probably should do. Is like just start doing a bunch of studies. Which like I guess my biggest apprehension is like I feel like that's not necessarily interesting to watch. Stargate should also work on some doodles during work. That okay, so that is a little bit harder because like it that one's kind of delving into the realm of like how like, you know, how much do I think it can get away with? Well, like while being at work, and that's kind of a dangerous question to ask. Here. Okay, color select you. Bucket fill. But no, like I guess like the thing is like I don't necessarily ever feel like I feel like I do the study, but then I also like don't internalize it, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just not doing enough studies. Like at which point like I actually do begin to like internalize it a bit more, but I don't know. The beak is fake, by the way, a sham. Shut up, Kasai. I swear to God. And you do some studies as well. Kind of want to try to draw and sketch on one big canvas. Honestly, I should probably start doing some like magma streams, like with the shared canvas. Kawalfi. That is the hope. Astro Kitty, welcome on in! Welcome on in, Raiders! Welcome on in! You're an Astro's dream. Welcome on in! But those who don't know, StarkyMorph to get Chaos Create Internet. Here, let me. I'm sneaking the job from my mods. Welcome on in, though. How are you doing, sweet beans? How is VRC? I'm currently working on a gift piece for a friend. I'm drawing his Bobadurg, and it's a bit of a struggle at times. But yeah, hopefully VRC was fun. I also like I kind of want to do a lot more VR chat streams. That's another thing you know. Oh my gosh, you didn't see it was a bird? I mean, technically I'm not even a bird. I'm just nanomachines in the shape of a bird. I mean, no, we've been working on this. I've been learning to do art for about 2 years now. I'm making progress, but I'm currently talking about like this struggle because I feel like I'm stagnating and I don't want that to happen. Oh, I think I realized why this looks a little bit you know, technically your pixels in the shape of a bird. That, you know what? That technically speaking, that is even more the correct answer. That's not a real beak. That's nanobots in the shape of a beak.
Hi, bird.
Oh, shit me. Hello. You scared me.
Yeah, someone's talking down about my friends, so I figured I'd jump in and assist.
Listen.
Hi, Starky and friends. Happy Twitch sub anniversary.
I don't know. It's just been like, oh, also welcome on in, Steve. Thank you for the subscription for 34 months. I don't know. It's just been like one of those like struggle weeks, I guess.
Yeah, hence the whole trying to remove obligations so you relax tomorrow.
That's fair. I was like I had a therapy appointment. It was just like one of those like appointments where I'm just like, life is a fuck.
Is there anything any of us can do to help you out here, bud?
Not really. I just think I need like a little bit of time to reset. Like that's the only thing I think that, like, you know, as long as I'm able to do that, like just rest well over the weekend and then get back into it. Also, getting the holidays over with will help, I think.
keep forgetting that you absolutely despise this month.
It's not a great month. I'll be honest. It is a month of stress.
Fair. But you got to see a bunch of folks you really care about last week.
That's fair. I did that. Increasingly, MFF is the best part of December for me. Is that too bright? It's too saturated, I think. There we go. That's a little bit better. Who's... Well, you don't like the endless Christmas music and the obligation. To be fair, I don't necessarily even mind the Christmas music, but also welcome on Corvus and Brins. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. It's... So my specific flavor of the TISM is that I very much value and like I get stressed when my like schedules are disrupted. And to some degree, that is what the entirety of the month of December is a huge disruption of the schedules that I've built up over the entire year. Fuck Christmas, all my homies hate Christmas. I mean, I'm not gonna say that because like there are people here who genuinely do enjoy Christmas, and like I'm, you know,
I enjoy Christmas for the gathering aspects of it. I don't like it for the obligation aspect of it.
yeah. No, people are allowed to enjoy Christmas. Just keep it away from me. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Where like I to some degree it feels like I'm being curmudgeonous, which isn't necessarily like my intent, but like it is something I have to deal with. Is the idea that it's like it just like ends up being a pain. What color are like the coffee spouts usually?
Are you asking that rhetorically, or are you asking me that question?
Oh, I was asking you, but I realized I probably should you know, look that up myself a little bit. Also, can we get a shout out for Brinth? Oh, shopping for people that already have everything and want with money I don't have. Yeah. But no, like I don't try to be, like I said, I try to avoid being curmudgeonous about Christmas. Even if it like is a huge stressor for me, there are people for whom it like is their favorite time of the year. You know. But no, for me, it's always just been kind of like a huge source of stress, even when I was a kid. So I'm talking about family, not friends. That, I mean, that's, yeah, no, that's more or less what I assumed. Okay, so what does a coffee pot look like? It keeps giving me the fucking like. Okay, so it just like is black. But no, like it you know, to some degree, it just is a matter of like getting through it. That does not show up in the slightest. But yeah, no. Is it bad that I enjoy bullying people with Christmas music? I mean, I don't necessarily think it's intrinsically bad, just as long as you're like respectful if people tell you to stop. But no, like
I enjoy Christmas time myself, but I enjoy it for less of the commercial reasons that it's kind of just devolved into. I enjoy I just enjoy the camaraderie, the get-togethers, and you know, goodwill to all aspect of it, which unfortunately is not really what the focus is these days.
Yeah.
Also, it's frustrating that other holidays get lost amongst the Christmas shuffle too.
Yeah, if you cut the presents giving out at Christmas, then I'd like it a lot more. I think I would as well. You know, there's just a lot of stuff about it that's like, I don't want to say obligation, because like that comes across like it isn't exclusively an obligation. Like I am genuinely happy to see family, but like I don't know. I feel like it's like so much back to back. I don't know. Like I feel like I wish we could space this shit out like throughout the year instead of just having the last month be spend the entire month with your family time. Like presents are fun for kids mostly, and this source is just for everyone else, but it's easier to shop for kids. I don't think I've ever had to shop for kids, so it's all like Christmas present getting has always been kind of a pain in the ass. Just get kids chocolate. I mean, yeah, that'll like largely kind of, hit the big expectations, I imagine. Okay. But no, like, I don't know how to really describe it. There's just something about it that's like tiring. And I wonder how much of it is just like seasonal affective disorder. They need to space out the traveling to be with family so you stimulate the travel industry more often. I'm at the point where I don't want to get presents either. Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at, where it's like it's more of a pain in the ass to come up with present ideas than it is to like,
It's really funny because you can just get Starky Crow things and he's very happy about it.
I mean, you say that, but that was like that's kind of a recent development.
Yeah, I'm talking about the U right now.
That's fair.
Also, you say recent. How long have you had your Sona?
Okay, like, I
third
guess
of your life?
4 years? No. I mean, okay. It depends. I've been streaming for like going on 4 years. But like I had the idea for Starky when I was in high school, but like I feel like that's a little bit, to say like I would have been excited about Crow stuff back then probably wouldn't have been correct. Also, welcome on Namori. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean, even though you took my shirt. Best part of Christmas is those little molded chocolate bottles with a liquor inside. I just buy my mom chocolate. Getting relative kids' books, not common there. Got a bluey version of The Night Before Christmas. That's kind of adorable, actually. Although, I'm a sweet legume, not a bean. Fair enough. Give a kid uranium. Give a kid a chemistry kit with actual uranium. But no. I think it's just like it's the combination of like a lot of like it's the combination I think of the year coming to a close, and then like the fact that Christmas is also happening, where it feels like everything is like rushing, like it's like stop and go for every single thing in my life. And so it's hard to like look at the end of the year with any form of excitement instead of just like outright dread.
Spin!
Welcome to Magic Guy. Glad to have you, Sweeping. I'm also good. Cute to hear you. I'm doing all right. Just like, I don't know. It's just a weird dour mood that happens occasionally. Usually around this time of year. I wonder how much of it
That's
is.
why I'm here.
It's probably some combination of like seasonal affective disorder and then just like, anxiety. Welcome to the wonderful world of how I deal with my bullshit, which is try and like logically figure it out. Because like that is very much like that is my approach to like dealing with my emotions, is trying to logic it out, which it usually works but doesn't always. Gosh, I has a mood. But no, I'm just like, the new year will start. I will be able to start putting job applications out there again. Because it's just not worth putting out job applications right now by nature of the fact that no one's hiring and no one fucking gets hired in December. I think it's a reasonable approach. Sometimes you need someone else to help you think your way out of the hole, though. That's fair. It's just like... It's just like, sometimes I just get struck by like... Just like dourness or just like apathy, I guess. It's like I said, I was talking with my therapist earlier. Is like, have you talked to your doctor about getting more antidepressants? And I'm like, I'm already on antidepressants and anti-anxiety. I'm pretty sure my doc is not going to want me on anything more extreme than what I'm currently on. I just think it's like I feel unusually tired right now, and it's annoying. I think that's kind of like that's my speed as well. It's like I don't think I'm actually like in a bad mood. I think I'm just tired for some inexplicable reason. I say inexplicable, like there isn't plenty of reasons to be tired.
Once again, Starky, you went to a convention this weekend.
Okay, I don't think the tiredness is from that. Like I've physically mostly recovered from that.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about going from a very high energy, very high social, very positive experience back to the doldrums of life.
I suppose that's fair. Like this is just to some degree like very, very delayed post-con depression.
It's also just the after effects of doing a big trip.
Yeah.
The whole need a break from your vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dead kind of week. I feel like the month of December is just entirely that. Like nothing happens in December.
You literally just said everything happens in December.
Okay, yeah, but like I feel like nothing of consequence. Your neurotransmitters are stabilizing, I suppose. I do miss my friend. Like I do miss my friends.
Starky, I have a question.
What's up?
You have been doing art for how many years on stream?
2.
For year 3, are you willing to try something new?
Maybe? What did you have in mind?
To one of the things you literally mentioned 20 minutes ago on stream. Whether it be studies or just a giant page that you have to fill, but that you just fill with text or doodles or whatever for the end of stream.
Maybe. I mean, I okay. There's a part of me that does genuinely want to learn how to do like the painterly style that I so like deeply admire. But I feel like I feel like I still don't have a good grasp on the basics, if that makes sense.
I mean, it does. But the way you get better with art is just to keep doing it.
That's fair.
So just while you're Well, you're never going to be in the place that you want to because you're going to always want to improve. Ask, hey, artists, who here is happy with where they're at and feel like they don't have nothing they need to do to get better?
I think the only person I've ever heard say anything along that lines as an artist is DA. And like he's been doing it for like a decade, like professionally. I don't get post-con depression because by the end of the con, I'm just so overstimulated that I'm too tired to be depressed. That's where I usually am. So like I said, I don't necessarily know if this is even post-con depression. Spirit Raptor very famously stopped doing free art for a while because he wanted to get the basics right again and went on to do a bunch of studies. Who's Spirit Raptor? It's reasonably DA was just like honestly being sarcastic, if anything. It's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking what he's saying at like, you know, at full blush. It's not safe work for artists. It's very good at the human/furry form. I suppose that's fair. I guess like my apprehension is like, is that, I guess, like compelling to watch? Because like stream is the reason that I'm able to like consistently do and focus on the art. So like if, you know, if I ever lose the steam for streaming it, then
What do you want to do, bud?
that's a good question. I mean, the answer to that question is I don't know right now.
Oh, I'm aware.
Compelling to watch.
That's the question you have to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, people watch you because they find you entertaining, and the people here generally will be relatively happy no matter what you do, as long as it's something you're engaged with.
That's fair.
You've never really been a streamer that, you know, chases popular trends and does things because it'll get you better numbers.
That's fair. I would go fucking bonkers if I had to do that.
You've seen what it does to other people.
Yeah. And it's not to say like I don't pay attention to that. I mean, there's a reason I played Silk Song in my free time as opposed to on stream. Even though I was like super excited about streaming it, because it was pretty clear as, you know. I guess I was of like two minds about that, where I'm like, you know, I'll give it a shot, and then it just didn't end up working out. But no, it's, you know, it's just like a lot of the come and go with emotions. I guess I have to remind myself that like people are here to hang out with me, which like is still to some degree like a wild thing that I don't think I'm ever gonna fully internalize.
Fine. Do you want me to be Mr. Angry Friend for a second?
No.
Okay.
Welcome on in, Ginkaze. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But no, you know, do what you were gonna do. Say what you're gonna say.
Okay. Fucking Arc Raiders was able to win an award the other day.
That's fair. That's fair. The humble hangouters. If you were in a
If they
room
can do
IRL,
it, why can't you?
if you were in a room IRL and 43 people were there just for you, it would be overwhelming to have that much support. But online, it feels like it's a lot less. Yeah, that's fair.
You
know,
regularly have more people in your stream than we have at Friendsgiving.
that is actually like a very wild way of contextualizing it that I had never really thought of until now. But now honestly, I say it a lot. And I guess like it is difficult for me to like kind of convey it. But like I do appreciate the people who come just to hang out, and to some degree I should take that as a point of confidence to say it's okay if I do what I want to do. I'm more in your walls than I am at Friendsgiving. That's fair. But no, I see where you're coming from. Thank you for the pets. It, you know, like I always say, like the numbers, you know, there's a reason the only madness lies in the numbers, which is to say, like, you know, focusing on them doesn't get me anywhere. So I really should just like do what I want. And I think what I want to do is like start doing more like profound art studies on like painter styles. So maybe that will be what I do next year.
I would reach out to some of your art buddies, see if they have any advice, especially when it comes to the streaming aspect of stuff.
That's fair.
But the important thing to remember is, especially when it comes to doing art things, especially when it's doing it brand new, one, you're gonna be terrible the first time you do it.
Yeah.
But two, the time after that you'll do better. Do I need to ask you to pull up your last few pieces from this year to help you see your growth?
No. I guess the big thing is like so my apprehension is that like I almost feel like it's like jumping the gun to try out like a specific like that painter style if I don't have a solid idea of anatomy, which my anatomy, you know, varies deeply.
They're two different things, though.
I suppose that's fair.
One is more about the brushes, the colors, and how things are on the page. It has nothing to do with the structure of the piece, correct?
That's fair.
There you go. You're just working on something different for now, and then you can go back to working on anatomy when you feel like working on anatomy.
That's fair. And like to some degree, I really should be better about like trying those still lifes. You know, I like I said, because one of the rewards for the charity event on Monday is I'm offering, I think like refined and colored sketches for various like donation amounts, which is gonna be like the first thing I offer anything even close to a commission. But once I get done with those, I do have a Hrothgar to draw, but after that, it'll be deep study and focus time. Oh yeah, that's the Sora Disney news. I'll be honest with you. Get ready for a fuck ton of Disney porn.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. It's if you didn't have a reason to not have a Disney Plus account right now.
Yeah, do not have a Disney Plus
because apparently
account.
that is one of the goals for just more content, and I say that derogatorily, for their streaming services.
Elsagate is back. Elsagate is back.
We're literally about to have that YouTube Kids thing happen for real. Disney, yeah. What is it? The Elsa Spider-Man. Whatchamacallit?
Yeah, it was called Elsagate.
It just won't have Venom. Sorry, it won't have the Joker. Yet.
Yeah, give it time.
You know someone's going to use it to make a quote-unquote legitimate version of the Zootopia abortion comic.
Okay, that's really fucking funny, though, actually.
This is going to cause so much brand confusion for kids. It's going to be great. And great, I mean horrible, but, you know. Is
the streaming crashing for anyone else? I'm not dropping any frames, But that's not to say that it might not still be happening, because I do know that Twitch is having some issues with their digest servers because they moved them all over to AI bullshit. Thanks, Amazon.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's fine. Like, apparently, I think it just might be a Corvus issue. I will say, to some degree, it's been simultaneously very validating to like finally have everyone join me in the fuck Disney bandwagon. Because I've been hating on Disney for a while. But no, like it's also like a bad sign of like, you know. And to be fair, I think a lot of this is because Disney is so desperate to turn themselves into a they're so desperate to turn themselves into a tech company. They've been trying to do that for like the last like the last 2 decades. But it's like, no, Disney, you are a media company first and foremost. Stop trying to make yourself a tech company. I don't trust furries to boycott shit. I mean, I uninstalled Fortnite. I actively do not engage with images of Fortnite characters anymore. Like, that's another thing. That's another thing, like, as a furry, you can reasonably do. Is, like, if you see an image of, like, whatever the Fortnite furry skins, just don't engage with it. Because like that is another way you can kind of incentivize artists to like, hey, there's new top, like find different characters.
Did you see the thing that they decided to do to tie Fortnite in with the Game Awards?
I did not.
Epic is currently giving away Wizard Game for free.
Oh my fucking god. What's wrong with the Fortnite skins? They are Fortnite is playing host to Queen Transphobe, and then they are using generative AI and all like in their like spray on stuff and their like emotes and a lot of their advertising now. So
it's a continuation of the Darth Vader thing from I think it was earlier this year.
Yeah, so it's you know, I'll be honest with you, Fortnite stocks for me are like now in negative value territory. But like the idea is that like because the Fortnite skins are still popular in the furry fandom, that like engaging with them kind of perpetuates that. So like it's another small way you can kind of say fuck you Fortnite, is to just like not engage with the like posts about the Fortnite skins.
Like the FNAF stuff.
Yeah. Like as much as I appreciate, I think it was Kosai came in here. It was Zeph who came in. It was shitting on the FNAF movie. I'm like, brother, like you don't even have to fucking acknowledge it. Like we just collectively move on. I don't give a shit. James Earl Jones at least gave his blessing for the Darth Vader voice thing, and as gross as it is, I am of the opinion that I still take issue with it, even though also welcome on Brianna. Glad I was sleeping. I still take issue with it insofar as that like that the work of doing like okay, generative stuff aside, like if they wanted to get like a Darth Vader style voice, they should have paid an actor for that.
For me, it's the same situation. Me, Starky's friend who has no value. I'm just a voice on the internet. My opinion is not.
Shut the fuck. Do not.
Important.
No, grabs
my
you.
opinion is not more important than anyone else's. No, I'm not saying my voice is important. I'm just simply saying this is my opinion. This is not, and I am not the person they're here to see. My big issue, it's the same reason why I made that comment about our creators earlier. Even if people give their consent for it, the problem is it is still continuing a technology that wants to phase out the human element of performances.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing there to go along Starky's favorite topic with anti-capitalism here. There's nothing more that CEOs want than to cut even more humans out of the business so they can put more money to their shareholders and them.
Exactly. But no, they did though. They paid him a huge. Well, that's I'm not like okay.
We're not saying that his voice was stolen. It's more just
I would rather that money have gone to a up and coming actor than to the estate of a dead man.
that
I think they're like because to some degree there's also that basis of like. So I mean,
like scabs and strikes.
Yeah, like you paid a bunch of money, but you're not paying it to a living actor. You're paying it to a faceless corporation that is carrying on the name of a dead actor. Like, ultimately, that money is going back to rich bastards that continue to make things worse for everyone. Also, that's all good. That's good and all. But good luck generating customers to buy your product is my main stance. Yeah, that's like it that's kind of why I'm like, why even use it? Because it just makes you look cheap and shitty. Coke and McDonald's. There's a bigger problem that the select few keep making more and more money and don't let new folks in the industry eat the rich and all that. Zootopia 2 came out and made bank from all the furries going crazy. That's okay. That is like, I'll be honest with you. I do take a little bit of umbrage with that. Like the fact that Zootopia 2 is as popular as it is in the furry fandom. Because it's like, what are we doing? But also, welcome on Rosemary. Hopefully work goes smoothly for you today. And it, like, also, like, stuff like that is going to continue to perpetuate the thing that Disney is always saying about how, like, new ideas aren't worth it anymore. If his family gets royalties, then I don't blame him cashing out on the way out. I think his family gets royalties, but I also, again, I don't think they need it. I have to imagine the estate of James Earl Jones is doing pretty fucking well for itself.
One of the things my issue with is, for a fact that the moment that they can loophole their way out of that, they're going to.
That's also a fair point. I'm reminded of an anecdote I heard from...
I work in environmental on the state level here. And one of the things that we have is one of the things that with our regulations is if you're tearing up trees, you have to plant 2 more, which, theoretically is a good thing. But they plant them all in one area where maybe 10% of them will actually grow.
I remember of an anecdote I heard from Corey, I think, where people would come up to him saying they like his videos about boycotts while holding a bag of Chick-fil-A. That doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. It is darkly humorous, I will say. But no, it doesn't surprise me. Because I genuinely think there is, like and to some degree, like, I can't really blame, like, individuals for this, because it is something that is, like, heavily propagandized against via the rich. But, like, there is a level of, like, a lack of class consciousness that exists even in the furry fandom now, like, which I'm just like... Come on, y'all.
It's a case where, as someone has stated in the chat, everything is terrible, but it doesn't mean we have to give up.
Yeah.
It's a situation where you need to be wise with what you can support, and where you can support the small, the indie, which I know, Starky, you adore with gaming. Like, it's why, like, for example, with Black Friday, you see small businesses everywhere ask for Small Business Saturday, where... instead of ordering something off Amazon, maybe check out some of your local stores to see if they have what you're looking for, or something that you would never even know you were looking for.
If you boycott everything that's generated by something bad, here's the thing, because there is this idea that there's no there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. But I don't think that means that, like, it's like it doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Like, I think even doing the small stuff that, like, isn't glamorous, like, okay, let's say, for example, you are like you've got like stomach issues, and like Chick-fil-A is like one of the few safe foods you can eat. I'm not saying you can't eat Chick-fil-A. What I'm saying is, if you're going to eat Chick-fil-A, don't make it a public thing, you know? Like, treat Chick-fil-A the same way you would treat like a guilty pleasure, you know? Where like
Yes, and like with fandom situations, don't treat one aspect of your likes as your whole personality. Hence the comments with FNAF and Wizard Game.
yeah. Like, I think if you like quickly ate the Chick-fil-A and didn't carry the bag around, I think there would be less of an issue, because by carrying it around, you're basically advertising that you eat at this place, which in itself is a bad look, but also like helps perpetuate and contribute to stuff like that. You know, to some degree, it might be seen as performative, but I think there's genuine value in performance if it helps normalize being better.
I know that there's people in financial situations where Amazon is going to be your best option for certain things, or going to some problematic food situations might be easier with fast food. For example, McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King all have pretty awful things about them in different things. But I'm never gonna jump on someone's case for eating it if financially it's one of their better options, because that's the other thing you have to realize, is that when it comes to boycotts, when it comes to your choice, even choice is a privilege sometimes. What do you do? What do you do when you have a bunch of youngins and the only thing they'll eat is McDonald's because that's their safe food?
But also, welcome on in, Sharon. Glad to have you, Sweet Bane. Like, I think that's fundamentally like I think, you know, the Wizard Game thing was such a fucking shit show on Twitch. I think the solution to that was simple, was if you really feel that deeply about the series, just play it in your free time. And if you don't have free time to play it, then you're gonna have to deal with that yourself. Like, the people, like, I'm not, you know, it's not to say like the harassment that anyone received for playing it was good or valuable, but it was to say, hey, you could have avoided doing this by just treating it like the guilty pleasure it is and not advertising a shitty, awful person.
Playing it publicly, whether or not it deserved it, I'm not going to make moral judgments, but whether or not it deserved it, playing stuff on Twitch, especially if you know about boycotts or reactions, is a statement.
Have you seen how much fast food costs now? Don't think any fast food. Yeah, no, fast food has definitely shot itself in the foot real bad.
I'm not going to get upset for people being like, I want to go see the new Disney movie because Disney controls the large market sector of entertainment. It's not something I'm personally interested in right now because I have other options. I am excited about problematic Netflix releasing the third Knives Out movie today, for example.
Oh shit, that is today, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all about the effort and just, you know, trying.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, and the reason why I put my foot down so hard when it comes to generative stuff is just, they just want the ability to press a button and do the thing. And in that alternate timeline where this technology was developed with with consent, where everybody whose stuff was in it was, you know, paid and properly recompensed for it, and, you know, it was done ethically, it'd be a different story. But we don't live in that timeline. We live in the timeline when we have all these terrible CEOs, we have all these terrible people, and we just have the people that just want to do get the quick rich scheme thing, and just be able to do it and not pay the worker, or be able to do it and not put the effort in. Every artist you follow, they've put years into their craft. It is a skill they've really, really tried at. And the people that want to be able to just press the button and do the thing, I mean, you can get there, but you have to put the same amount of effort.
Yeah.
Casa, I definitely agree there. It is nice that that furry stuff isn't as ubiquitous a punching bag as it was. Hence, me being excited about lizard sex being broadcast the world during the Game Awards, sponsored by, I don't even know who it's sponsored by anymore. We should probably jump to a lighter topic.
That's fair. But no, I to some degree, it's also like, you know, it's worth being mindful also of the idea of like the furry fandom to some degree becoming like I think the furry fandom it should become more mainstream, but I also feel like we should be careful of it becoming monetizable.
And we shouldn't sacrifice what makes us for the sake of being more digestible.
Yeah, exactly.
See the kink at pride argument if you ever want to know what I'm talking about.
The perpetual discourse fucking treadmill that is kink at pride.
I mean, we could just jump to puphood conversations of furcons. I feel like that's very similar.
That's fair.
Not trying to stir anything, to be clear.
Divinity mentioned, I yield to none. But no, I probably should go back. What is happening? Wait, are you a fucking... Hold up. What is happening here?
I'm on a time delay, so what's up?
Refer to Wretch.
Also, Oceana, we had the Red Prince in Divinity 2.
Every time you press the button, Starky's forehead becomes 5% bigger, but you get a cookie. What do you do?
Why is it doing this?
Oh, that stupid thing. Is it the one where you could only like do it vertically?
Welcome to Desirous. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How goes the art? It's going alright, although I'm currently dealing with some fucking inexplicable, bizarre issue.
Try just redoing what you've done a little later, I guess.
Welcome on, Desi. Can we shout out for Desirous? I haven't played past games. Hopefully I wouldn't necessarily mind playing Divinity Original Sin 1 or 2.
I recommend 2. From everything I understand, it takes everything from 1 and makes it good. Not saying the first one's a bad option, but more just with your limited time.
That's fair. There's some weird shit going on here, man. You excited for the new Divinity game? I suppose I am.
I'm sorry for just firebombing you last night with the image of lizard sex while you were streaming.
You're fine. What the Very weird.
Does that have to do with just how the outlines are?
I don't know. I think there's some weird shit going, like there's some like weird like a barely visible pixels that I'm not seeing that are causing issues.
Can you just paint it by hand rather than using the bucket tool?
Yeah. That's the plan.
Cool.
Very, very bizarre though. But yeah, hopefully you're doing all right. Dazzy, it's good to have you stop by.
Starky's having a bit of a dark day.
It's I don't know. I don't know why. I couldn't explain why, but it's just been like a weird kind of like bleh day.
We should have Hot Pot about it.
I mean, I am hoping to have Hot Pot about it soon, so.
I know they're still open, but I don't want to rush Hot Pot. Also, I don't want to drive on the roads right now.
I mean, I'm going to be ending stream in an hour, at which point Hot Pot will be closed, so. I'm here more often. I'm just usually lurking. Oh, I appreciate you for lurking. It's 100% been a bled day over here, too. Welcome on, Man of the Land. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. If I may ask, how did you find the stream? But no, it's just like, it's, you know, I chalk it up to just like end of year doldrums. So like, you know, I'm as annoying as it is, I'm not too perturbed, I suppose.
I'm really enjoying the energy on this piece, bud.
Thank you. I don't necessarily know that I captured the face like the muzzle properly. And there's some odds and ends here. Like I need to like, again, just do like a bunch of texture, like clothing and stuff texture. Just like sit down and like really study what materials are, like material studies, paint studies, light studies, you know. I think I just need to do a bunch of still lifes.
I mean, there's a bunch of different things you can do, as you stated a whole bunch of them. It's just a matter of sitting down and kind of making a decision of which one you want to do first.
That's fair. But you know, like
sorry.
you know, I think having like, you know, an artist friend, like, you know, on who is, you know, pretty familiar with this stuff would help a decent chunk. Okay.
Well, you have a bunch of artist friends that I'm sure would love to join you.
That's fair. Like I you know, I do got to do like a lot more video essays or not video essays, like like collab stuff and just like hanging out with people. I don't know, like, okay. I need to like reach out to like Saber and Dell and like figure out like how they have their like thing set up so that way people can join, because I don't know, I feel like it's I feel like I'm missing something about the way they have it set up where like people feel comfortable to just join and yap. Well, come on, Mulk. Let me have you, Sweet Bean. I just want to get off work to finish my MFF video, man. It's definitely looking good so far. The quality of the camera is absolutely astounding. So here,
You just reminded me I need to go through my ridiculous amount of saved images for the ones that
their mask
are about drawing water, because I'm currently learning how to draw water for Hot Spring.
And I see your arting. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna do like a quick background. I don't think I want to do anything like too detailed. But now, like I said, I don't necessarily think that the coloring is going to take me the entire like time, but okay. So I do need to kind of remind myself of where we are spatially. Why am I like this? I have such a fucking bad habit of coloring on the liner layer. I swear to Christ. I'm actually gonna crash out. Why? Why does this keep happening?
I don't know. I'm seeing something about FanDuel on my ads right now.
Oh my god.
So, you mind if I go on a weird tangent, Starky?
Go for it.
You know how, like, betting on just events is a thing now, apparently? Yes. So, apparently there's sites that just bet on things like that. One of the things that I saw people were betting on, apparently, was who was going to be on get a cover for Time, like People of the Year or whatever, for Time Magazine. And one of the Time Magazine things I saw that won, I think, was the Architects of AI or some kind of.
Oh my god!
That.
Yeah,
that's not. It's really bad. It's a really bad Photoshop of them in that very famous photo of the workers sitting on the girder with the New York City.
Yeah.
People were upset because they thought AI was going to, they put their money down that AI was going to get the times thing, but because it was the architects of AI, they technically lost the bet.
I mean, that's. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel fucking bad for them.
I don't either. I think it's hilarious.
The people who bet on real life events occurring are like actually psychopaths.
I mean, there's a reason why the GameStop thing happened, Starky.
That's fair.
I saved too many images. Oh, that's not safe for stream.
Okay, so this actually incidentally ends up kind of like being a compelling looking like wood texture.
Yeah. Starkey?
Yeah, what's
you
up?
know that the Boba Durg's eyebrows and
No,
ears...
remember when I was crashing out earlier about how I'm an idiot and I always color on the fucking line art?
Uh-huh.
It's too far back for me to fix it. I can't fix it.
It's okay.
Like I could reasonably fix it, but that is like a not insignificant like backtracking, i.e. like an hour and a half. Back from the ads, the power of the 6K cinematic camera that shoots an open gate and color grading out of the Spy Baby. God, that is. I mean, it definitely looks good. I'll give you that. Even if I don't understand. I don't understand any of those words.
I mean, I recognize a chunk of them. I believe they're talking about like shot quality and stuff for the video that they're working on.
That's fair. Rich people aren't real, Starkey. They can't hurt you. I fucking wish, man. I fucking wish they were real. But they are real.
They want to hunt wolves now.
Excuse me?
One of the many things of the lovely U.S. government, they want to pull back the EPA restrictions on hunting wolves.
Okay, but like, why?
You're asking the wrong question. It's because people want to do what they want. People want to do what they want. They don't want to be controlled by the law. There's no good reason. There's never been a good reason.
That's fair.
I like the wood texture that you're working on. Let's focus on that.
That's fair.
Okay, here's the water. Cool. I thought I saved a water. One of these days I'll actually go through these and, properly categorize all these saved images of mine. But that's not today. Why did I save something called How to Crab?
What?
I saved a thing on how to draw crabs, and I don't know why.
That's really fucking funny. Is there a way to do like a bunch of lines?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of brushes that do that. Unfortunately, you're talking to the wrong hobbyist.
That's fair.
I usually just do all my lines by hand, and man, I don't recommend that anymore.
Yeah, especially because I'm trying to do wood texture. Just
So
draw.
I usually put a grid in the background, and I use that for scaling and stuff. So you could use that to make panels,
I could do that.
and then just use your line tool.
I mean, I don't necessarily dislike the paneling structure that I've kind of come up here, where it's just like
I mean,
mostly
I think
a rough.
it looks. Turn your colors back on for the rest of your drawing, because I think it looks good. Also, Kasai is very upset that you haven't saved yet.
So you see, I saved. Think of the hydrate. I was so I was just like messing with color space. Output and ramp up the no. Sometimes I'll make the image see. I ain't dealing with this bullshit. I like movies when I'm forced to watch them, but
That looks great, bud. No, seriously, that looks good.
yeah.
Are you gonna put like little shelves or anything on the back wall?
I was actually thinking. I guess actually, hold up. Shelves is like because I usually do a window, but shelves
Yeah,
as
you
like
do
a
a
fun
window
little
too.
detail are actually kind of like that's an adorable idea.
Because you can do a window, but then you have to draw this whatever's behind it. But if you just drew like shelves with like either books or plants or whatever, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because with backgrounds, you also don't have to make it as sharp. That's not the word I'm looking for. Like you can make it a little bit like foggy, like abstract, kind of. You know the piece I did with of Starky with the folks, the first person one from the test tube,
Yes.
where I did Gaussian blurs on the other test tube subjects because they're out of focus. You can do something like that.
Here.
Also, just you don't have to put that much effort into it. It is just a background, so you can just make it simple.
I know, but also it looks good so far. So
No, I know that. What I'm saying is don't make it as detailed as your other subjects, or else you lose the focus of the shot.
that's fair. Okay, layer mask outside selection. Because so I think what I want to do is I want to use the more like hard line, basically like use this to like make it somewhat clean, and then apply a Gaussian blur and then merge the layers.
That works.
Like that was my approach idea.
Also, one thing you can do that I do all the time with digital is I make copies of my layers and then I mess with them. That way, if I want to just go back to how something originally was, I have the old copy.
That's fair. Okay, so no one's gonna see that, but I can kind of imply it.
Yeah. You have you played any fun furry visual novels in terms of like the NSFW ones where the backgrounds are basically just painted photographs?
No. I had the only but I do know what you're talking about because there is when we were playing Echo, March pointed out something very fucked up, which was so it was basically it was like a roller coaster. Except the outside of the roller coaster was like this very, very like vibrant blue. It was definitely like color upgraded. So it was like, blue out here. And then they didn't like they clearly used a bucket fill because like when it came to the inside of the roller coaster, it looked like this. And I couldn't fucking unsee it. And I'm like, Marsh, how could you do this to me? Do I deserve to have this done to me? And he was like, absolutely. Actually, because I also need to include the slime here somewhere.
Everyone loves little slime friends.
Exactly.
Okay, that's not true. Most people like slime friends, but I'm pretty sure most of your followers like slime because, you know.
Yeah. Gestures towards slime burb.
Metal slime burb.
Hmm.
By the way, Starky, I did want to say thank you for giving Digimon a shot.
Well, of course. Like I said, I've always wanted to play the games, but I was also always daunted by like not knowing necessarily where to start.
I mean, there really is no place to start, unfortunately. It's not Pokemon where they've been doing the same thing for so many years. Digimon is very noticeable with its scattershot levels of quality.
What are your thoughts on the Street Fighter movie? I think it was very apparent that it's the director of the Eric Andre show. I'll be honest with you. I do not care about video game adaptations. I to some degree, I feel like whenever a video game adaptation happens, it's kind of done in disrespect to the video game genre. That like I feel like it's almost to some degree like I feel like it's looking at video games as like a testing ground for an idea as opposed to really like engaging with the unique strengths of video games as a genre.
It's very funny that you're my art snob friend.
Is it? To be fair, I'm not that much of an art snob for things outside of video games. For video games,
Starky.
I will recognize I'm very art snobbish.
Starky, most of the time when you tell me about recipes you're making, I don't recognize half the things you're talking about.
I mean, well, that's because like you don't really do much cooking.
No, that is not true. It's because you are constantly juggling different cultures to try new recipes from.
That's fair. But listen, unironically for me, I view like I genuinely think of food as basically being like the single best way to connect to other cultures because it's such a universal like lived-in experience. Digimon sure are quite different from Pokemon. That is true. Yeah. That's probably why the Detective Pikachu movie was the first actually good movie-based adaptation on the game. Why mess with the perfection when you can mess with the shittiest Pokemon game? I think it's just because it's like...
That's not true. Someone hasn't played Hey You Pikachu before.
I mean, I think that's what they're referencing. The idea that you can talk to your Pikachu.
No, there's a literal game called Detective Pikachu.
No, wait. Oh, I forgot that game exists. I won't lie.
There are two of them.
Where the wretch?
How many TBSP of cumin in a single serving of dip
No,
is too much?
it's either Hey You
Asking
Pikachu
for a
or,
friend.
and I'm guilty of this, there was a Nintendo GameCube game where you just watch TV with your Pokemon.
How many tablespoons of cumin in a single serving of dip is too much asking for a friend? It depends on the type of dip. I'm curious to know about the Street Fighter community feels about the movie too. The movie feels like another attempt at a video game at industries going, what other video games can we make a movie about? Because it's like, okay.
They're not going to pay heavily for the rights, that's for sure.
Fundamentally, I think the thing that a lot of video game movies don't understand is that video games have their own unique strengths as a medium, and if you want to engage with video games, like if you want to translate them to a different medium, you have to account for the fact that like there is going to be that kind of like mismatch.
It's why it's why people more fondly think of the Honor Amongst Thieves Dungeons and Dragons movie as opposed to the Jeremy Irons one.
The Jeremy Iyer one. I'm assuming that was a more serious attempt.
It was more lore focused and like high fantasy as opposed to the D&D movie, which is meant to be more emulating the feel of playing a Dungeons and Dragons game.
That's fair. Also, welcome to YFT. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Like, Detective Pikachu is a shit game. I've not played it, so I cannot confirm. But no, my initial thought was
I do not feel comfortable putting judgments against the game I have not played either. I can say that both Hey You Pikachu and the Pokemon TV games were not good games though, because I have played both. So just
I'm having ideas about what I think I might have the slime water the flower that I just drew. I'm sorry. I'm doing something kind of cute in the background.
yeah, no, just let me know when you want me to start.
No, you're fine. Get.
Yeah,
But
no, I just don't want to interrupt your focus. Anyway, ideas. Hey You Pikachu, worst Pokemon game. That wasn't what I was talking about. Darn.
Jeremy Irons, D&D.
Right. The best way to sum it up is, Starky, if I asked you, would you rather watch a movie that emulates the feeling of playing D&D or watch a movie that tells you about the lore of D&D? What sounds more interesting to you?
Emulating the feeling of playing D&D for sure.
Because the earlier one I'm talking about is meant to be more of a Lord of the Rings style adaptation, while Among Thieves very much is just like, okay, we want to recognize the feel of playing a game. Like, everyone takes actions according to the 6-second rule. They literally make jokes such as how the DM having to get the players out of a problem that they were supposed to easily solve. Everything about the Raise Dead, not the Speak with Dead scene, which is the best way to get someone on board with the movie. I mean, you see how much very specific group of furries love Themberchild.
Oh yeah.
And that's not an insult.
If you were a Parker Brothers game, what game would you be, and what does it say about you?
I always get them and Milton Bradley confused.
What's a Parker Brothers game?
I think they did Monopoly.
Okay.
It's like the board games we grew up on.
Okay. I don't know which one I would be. The Rat Trap, because I'm prone to breaking down. I'm prone
You're
to breaking down
constantly
and more
missing a piece so
complicated.
no one can play you.
That's how it fucking feels like it sometimes. No,
Sorry, that's mean.
no, but you're right. You might be laughing, but you're correct.
Buddy, don't laugh.
Listen, if I'm not allowed to laugh at my trauma, then who can? So I have to, so everyone else is allowed to.
I feel like that's a really... Are you sure you talked to your therapist today? Because it sounds like you didn't. Or it went really badly.
I mean, it was definitely a rough to talk, I'm gonna be honest.
I think we found the source of your problems today, bud.
But no, that's why DP worked.
Detective Pikachu.
Okay. I was like,
Not double penetration.
I was thinking Dragon Punch. I was thinking Dragon Punch from like fighting games, because we were talking about fighting games earlier.
Sure. DP
I
very
didn't know.
noticeably goes for Dragon Punch.
Okay, you think I'm kidding, but I'm fucking go
ahead.
to a fighting
Google
game
DP
stream.
right now on stream. Just Google
If I
DP.
Google
What comes
fighting
up?
game DP, it will bring me Dragon Punch.
Okay, go ahead right now on stream. Google DP fighting game. I want to see what pops up.
Fucking unironically.
Pull it
Nah,
up. I want to see
bitch.
the Google search.
I
Sorry,
did
the
it.
DuckDuckGo
I did
search.
DuckDuckGoose.
Yeah, pull it up. Where is it?
Right here. The fighting game DP, the fighting game glossary, Dragon Punch or DP is commonly abbreviated, is a anti-air usually invincible, making it great for reversal attacks.
Okay, I will see that one. You're a terrible furry for that being the first thing you think of for DP.
I'm Ace! What do you want from me?
We have long established how horny Ace folk are.
That's fair.
Do not
That's fair
start with
point.
that.
Welcome on, Gladiator. Glad you're Sweet Bean. The other way to do it is follow and Halo forward onto Dawn is the other way to do it. Make it a new story that fits snugly in between the games. But even then, I feel like it's like you're fundamentally like kneecapping yourself.
Well, there's a problem with that is if they choose not to follow the games afterwards. Like the games choose not to follow the story that they put out. Long form media is a trap, man. And I say that loving One Piece.
It really is.
I'm getting yelled at by my partner.
Hey, Starky, extra big. I do appreciate. I appreciate the extra big werewolf hugs.
Starky, have you shown off your new boyfriend this stream yet?
I have not, but I don't have a picture of him handy, unfortunately. And he's my surrogate boyfriend.
Fine. The plushie you're going to be cuddling as you fall asleep tonight.
That's fair. Okay, so now if I apply Gaussian blur, so merge these layers. Layer blows mask blow. Apply. And now if I apply a filter, a strong Gaussian blur. Okay, that's actually kind of adorable. I think the Elder Scrolls TV show would fucking rip. But no, I feel like it fundamentally like the idea of it is actually like you kind of hit the nail on the head with the idea of like hold up, what's going on here? Like the idea of like the feel of a game versus like actually playing the game. Where I feel like I feel like when they can emulate the feel of playing a game, that it's like a lot more compelling of like, you know.
I mean, I would argue both Real Steel and I almost called it Live Die Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, both work really well when viewed through the lens of video game movies.
That's fair.
Even though they are absolutely not designed that way.
Okay. Now it's just time for like the last little touches and pieces. Filter.
Are you going to be doing lighting on this one? Or are you just going to keep it flats?
With how much I've already done on this, I don't think I want to do I don't want to commit to lighting.
Then just keep it flats. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I've taken to doing like a little bit of a Gaussian blur on the line work, just to kind of soften up the edges. Admittedly, it's less needed when I'm using a lighter color.
Don't worry about what's proper. Just do what you feel works, makes it look the coolest.
That's fair. Okay, now we just gotta add the material, which is paper. Hold up. God, I love math rock. I don't know if this genre of music has a proper name. I just call it math rock.
I usually cannot hear your streams when you when I'm on. So I'll take your word for it.
You like meth rocks? No. Incorrect. Try again.
You like moist rocks.
I have no opinions on those, besides they are a great way to tell if it's rainy or not. But yeah, I feel like that background detail of the slime watering the plant is like it is a fun little thing to spot, but it's not like overwhelmingly like eye-pulling.
Yeah, that's the point of with background details. You don't want them to distract from the piece. You want it to be more just, oh, that's fun.
You don't want to imagine Dwayne Johnson West? Dwayne Johnson wet? Nah. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I recognize Dwayne Johnson's attractive, but he's not my type. And I couldn't tell you why. There's just like... It sometimes feels like it's just like a random number generator in my fucking brain to tell me whether or not I'm like, yeah, that person's like physically attractive.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Sexuality is fucking confusing, man.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Dwayne Johnson's also kind of a dick now.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
Personality.
Oh, God.
It's not like look, it's not, as far as I know, it's not, wizard lady bad.
That's fair. That's fair. And now to sign it. There's gotta be a better place to sign it.
Are you trying to have it signed like in a specific location or?
Oh, I usually try to do like the lower left-hand corner, but
My partner is saying that he was involved with some of the Hawaii real estate stuff with Oprah.
oh, god damn it. Hawaii is for Hawaiians. That's what I'll say on the matter.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love him in Jumanji. But you're allowed to have complicated feelings on topics.
That's fair.
Not everything is. We live in too crazy of a world to see it black and white.
Oh, Tropper Knox, same with the follow. Welcome to live chat. Glad to have you, sweet Bane. You seem nice. At this point, I hold the idea that I expect everyone to be a piece of shit unless otherwise proven that they are.
That's why I keep telling you to keep looking at me as a piece of shit.
Shut the it's too late, bitch. You've already proven yourself to be like a genuinely wonderful person.
Yeah, I still have my faults.
Yeah, and those are you are more than just your faults.
Yeah.
I'm not. Everyone can be bitch. Exactly. Very fancy handwriting. I'm trying to, because like I do kind of want to have like a signature that's good enough where it's like,
Look, you're better than I am. I just do initials in a year.
That's fair.
But I don't like my handwriting, so there is that.
They basically left it to the only random, left it to only random citizens to civilians to fund all that help, despite the money they could have put in, and other generally dickish things on his part. The fact that he has a no-lose clause in his movie contract says a lot, to be honest. It definitely it definitely
a lot of people in that franchise do, and it's so funny to me.
In what franchise?
Fast and the Furious.
I did not.
So many people.
That's so
people
fucking
have in
funny.
their clause that they can't lose.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a little bit pathetic. It screams insecurity to me. Where I'm like, are like, my brother, like, is your like, speaking to hypothetical Dwayne the Rock Johnson, who I'll never get the fucking chance to do it, like because. Oh, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's some fucking weak shit that that he feels that kind of insecurity about himself, where even the person he is playing, who is a character in a story, can't lose. What the fuck?
To be fair, he did come up through wrestling, so that's not too surprising.
I guess that kind of and he did because he was a heel originally, wasn't he?
I don't know. I am not going to pretend I know anything about wrestling.
That's fair. Oh yeah, when he was
I just know it's something that people like, and it's something I never have been exposed to.
When he was the villain in the second Shazam movie, he demanded that he actually be written as the real hero. That's some weak shit, man.
Oh wow, that movie was really cursed then, considering the lead of Shazam.
On one hand, can be an image thing. On the other, bad storytelling. I think because it is. I think even as an image thing, it sells him as being like less human. Like the only people who don't struggle and like don't eventually win are characters and stories. Or like the only people who don't ever struggle are characters and stories. And that it is okay for, I got you, Oceano here.
Bionic Batista also died in the James Bond movie Spectre, where he played the Heavy.
Wait, what? Hold up, what's going on with my queue? Oh, here it is, open queue. Okay, there we go, I can remove it there. All right. So the question is, do I wrap up early because I am done? Or do I guess I could start working on another sketch for like 30 minutes?
Okay, if you're gonna do okay, so you have half an hour. If you're doing anything, do not make it a long form piece.
Oh, that's fair. I might do some thumbnailing then.
Okay. Look, the fact that John Cena has had such a turnaround in his public opinion has been so funny to me.
Marbles in a bag practice? No.
Why? What's wrong with doing
I'm
marbles?
not trying to get banned.
Starky?
I can't do that on live on stream.
Well, you can always do what DA does and put ducks on while you work on spicy stuff.
Fair enough. Dave's gonna get an Oscar one day. One thing you won't say about The Rock: Drow Stark is an inanimate object. Like, say it. Shut the fuck up, Kasai.
What about Starky Mayo?
Oh, I need to get hand tracking. I need to get hand tracking so you guys can watch me fucking.
So you can flip me off.
No, I'm doing the fucking migraine gesture. Why are you people like this?
Because I'm your friend.
You are.
I mean, you could work on like a little sticker.
Starky Truck. It's StarkyMorph. Here.
Like, oh gosh, a year and a half ago when he was starting, I had him before he was confident in doing pieces by himself. I would have him do a bunch of drawing exercises, and what I would always end it with having him to draw his Sona Starky in just absolutely asinine situations, like Starky's a truck, Starky with the good hair, things like that. and I was doing the drawings with him, and I drew Dump StarkyMorph, and he has never enjoyed that prompt. Not because of anything I did, just it's not what he enjoyed.
Hey, Brionic, what the fuck did you just type in my chat? What's your thoughts about chunky mayonnaise? Crunchy mayonnaise. I'm sorry, I misread. Receive Christ. Receive him.
I didn't know you were.
Let him
Catholic,
into
so-
your heart. I would eat mayo as a crunch.
I don't like
At what point does it become pica? Because that sounds like pica to me. Peanut brittle, but it's mayo. Like, it's smoothie or crunchy peanut butter, but mayo. Draw Starky, but it's the handsome Squidward meme.
That's pretty good, actually. Just do something simple, bud.
Yeah,
After all, you only have half an hour.
that's right. I'm grabbing the handsome Squidward. I mean, this is probably gonna be like a trace job. It's not pica.
Yeah.
I'm simply deranged. I mean, I'm be honest with you. I don't necessarily know that I could meaningfully tell you the difference between those two things.
I would ask if your chat's all right, but I know the answer is a member of your chat.
The answer is no. How am I guess to be fair, like, this is honestly, like, low-key, this is actually not a terrible exercise in regards to like learning how to do complicated line shapes.
Yeah, that's why I keep telling you to do this. Starky, if I have any complaints about how you go about your process, you throw yourself at a bunch of complicated things, but you don't take time to do small things.
I suppose that's fair. I have to take my leave now. Have a fun weekend, everyone. Remember to take your meds, eat, and drink water. For sure. Thank you for stopping by, Cornflake Girl. Have a wonderful evening. Maybe it was egg and
Bye.
oil with sometimes a bit of extra flavor like vinegar. Can you even become crunchy? I mean, I've seen dried mayonnaise, and it doesn't really become crunchy so much as it becomes paste.
Okay, I'm gonna be that person. Can you freeze dry mayo?
Probably. I imagine it becomes like a
Then-
powder at that point, though.
Then that's crunchy mayo, I guess. Make it as a salad topping. I don't know.
I mean, mayonnaise is a salad topping. It is, I believe, originally marketed as a salad dressing.
Mayonnaise is a mistake. You want to know it's a nightmare, Starkey?
What?
Having to put together a sandwich where they want all of the condiment toppings on top of it, including avocado, including mayo, and having to spread all that shit.
That definitely
no.
seems like a nightmare. Add wheat
Yes, my
flour
loving
and
partner.
deep fry it.
Sorry.
I think I'm using the wrong brush for this.
I have been informed that crunchy mayo is basically cookies because it's anything you bake because it's basically just eggs and oil.
Okay. How did we get here? how did we land on the conversation topic of crunchy mayonnaise?
This was a chat suggestion, if I remember correctly, my friend.
Mayo cookies, no. Okay, but here's the thing. I've made mayonnaise cake. You replace the eggs in a cake with mayonnaise, and it actually ends up working out pretty well. And the same thing also you can do with, like, if the cake demands a like an amount of cream, you can do it with sour cream to like help keep the cake moist, as well as to make it a little bit like not so overwhelmingly sweet. So when you pair it with the icing. Well, no, why a hot dog isn't a sandwich, because if you remove the bun, it's still a hot dog, but if you remove the bread from the PB&J, now it's a fetish. I don't think I understand what this fetish is, and I don't think I want to.
Look, I've long discovered that anything can be a fetish, so I'm not questioning.
That's fair. This is actually like a genuinely good exercise in terms of like practicing like brush control. Is it just the act of like using a pen and paper / tablet is the process of getting better at art?
I know you're being sarcastic, but I want to hit you for that.
No, I'm being sincere.
Yes, the practice of doing art is how you get better at art.
No, like as in like it doesn't matter what specifically you're doing in regards of getting better at art.
Sometimes it requires just digesting, which means letting it sit for a bit and coming back to it. It's like when you get frustrated in a video game and you come back after a day of trying to beat a boss and you do it on the first try.
Okay. Maybe not. I mean, art is art. Hmm. He's asking, is tracing handsome Squidward is making him better? I say sure, because the amount of nudie photos I traced helped me get better at drawing pecs.
Yep.
Because like this doesn't feel like it's like I rather like when I initially conceptualized the idea of like just tracing handsome Squidward, I was like, I'm not actually gonna learn anything. But no, there actually is some amount of like learning to be had here. Like this is like simple stuff like this is actually like a great way of training, like, you know, pen pressure. You know, it's better pen control, which is something that I definitely have been needing to practice. I guess it's just like it, like even because like in my mind I'm always like, you know, every bit of learning has to kind of be in service to making something. I realize now I fell into usually I know this is the writer's trap, but I guess it is a thing for artists as well, where like in my mind, I can't make something like, based on something that someone else made, Right.
I understand.
I should also probably do that exercise again, where like I trace something and then try to recreate it upside down.
While not always the most fun, exercises can be very useful for figuring out what you want to do.
Well, tropes exist for a reason.
Yep.
It's not even like a trope thing. It's to some degree this idea of like, it's like it feels wrong to like replicate something even in the act of learning, which I guess is like silly, because it's like in like I'm gonna learn more from kind of like understanding and actually approaching and trying my best to internalize the lessons that other people have learned and put into their art than I will if I just go in and try to make every mistake myself. Also, stuff like this, I'm sure, is like there's also validity in training this, because it's like, it'll make like my brushwork and sketching faster. But I think this is still learning, yes. The classic Disney movies were shot for real, then traced over, so why not? That's fair. I mean, that is like an actual like art technique. It's called rotoscoping. And like it has its use cases. I know it was used in like Aku no Hana, which is a horror anime, because of like how the subtle expressiveness needed to be there to sell the horror aspect.
You're having a revelation, so I'm not talking.
No, yeah, I welcome the thought, because like
I know, but I'm kind of letting you soak it in before I accidentally distract.
That's fair. We need to raid the Disney porn vaults. I mean, we're gonna get an influx of Disney porn soon, so.
I mean, I'm good. I have E6, so you know.
That's fair. Yeah, but it won't be authentic. I mean, that's fair. Give us the high quality Disney porn, you fucking cowards. Give us the OG Spank Bank material from Walt Disney himself. Why do I say some of the shit that I say on stream?
I've seen how you talk around your brother.
Is this better or worse?
That's better.
Christ. Suddenly you're making me reconsider.
You say a lot of unhinged things when it's you, your brother, and Grant, so, you know.
That's fair. I've just seen the Tumblr post trying to accuse Disney of whitewashing Aladdin in a remaster, but it was actually cropped porn. I have not seen that, but that's really fucking funny, actually.
Sounds about right.
Listen, Tumblr is unhinged. And it can be funny, but it also can be just wild.
I mean, it's unhinged the same way Reddit's unhinged.
Yeah. There's a reason the residents are called Tumblerinas. Yeah, Tumblr sure is a lot. Oh, yeah. Technically, I have a Tumblr, although I have not logged into it. I made it the night that Twitter got bought out by Elon Musk. And I've not really touched it since then because I got a blue sky code and it's all been, you know, it's all been good from there. Has Tumblr ever finally figured out that Spain exists? I'm sorry, what?
I'm sure it's some joke.
Yeah. I do love the Tumblr post where it's just like, yes, but only some of them. I love the Tumblr post where it's just like, it gets progressively like OP makes a post and people keep assuming shit about them that's wrong.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Sounds fun though.
It's like someone talking about how like they want a girlfriend, and then I can't remember what the specifics of it. It was like the effect of like someone wants to get a girlfriend, and then the OP was like, no, or like someone was like, you mean a boyfriend, right? And OP was like, no, I want a girlfriend. And then fucking someone in response was like, Tumblr made us forget that straight people exist, and they're like, I'm not straight. I love that post so fucking much. It's up there in terms of my favorite posts on the internet, alongside another famous Tumblr post, which was the sideways burrito post. I kind of want to do a dramatic reading of the sideways burrito post.
Then why don't you?
Effort. welcome on, Inferno Flames. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean.
Are you the one literally doing a video essay right now?
Yeah, exactly.
All you do is pull it up and you could do the reading on stream and have someone clip it.
I could do that. Tumblr also gives the color theory to Children's Hospital. What do you mean color theory to Children's Hospital? There's so much Tumblr lore I'm not aware of, and I think that that's probably a good thing.
I mean, you're not a Tumblr, right? So, you know.
That's fair. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Currently, we just finished up this piece, which is a gift for a friend of the stream, Dead Anthro. And I am currently in the process of just tracing, handsome Squidward. Ironically though, like this is actually like meaningfully good practice in terms of like pen control. It's so good. That's really sweet of you. There are things about it that I'm like, I look at and I think it's the perpetual artist thing where it's like, no matter how good the piece is, you're always going to be focused on stuff you fucked up. Like, there are things about this piece that I think are genuinely good. I love the background. I think I actually did a meaningfully good job on the background. I got Starky's... Starky's head shape isn't quite 100% right, but, like, this kind of side angle... I know that feeling. It, like, being able to, like, sneak in little things, like, having it convincingly look like, like, the perspective... But there's also a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't know about that. But it's also like, it's gauche to point out your own mistakes. And like, that's something I'm trying to kind of like, be better about, is like not hyper fixating on my own mistakes. I sent 2 of the Spain posts on Discord. Those are words people said. Well, there's handsome Squidward. There he is in all of his glory. Here, let me pull up the posts. And then like we can just like yap over these a little bit. So with the color theory, can I as not a mod, post a link to it? Yes, you are allowed to post links here because no one has done anything to basically earn my ire sufficient where I banned people from posting links. Hey, is Monkey still here? Can we talk about...
Monkey is currently playing Risk of Rain right now.
That's fair. I just saw the message he posted at 5:06 in our collective group chat, which is, and I quote, "I didn't car crash."
I mean, if you want, I could tell you about the thing I'm not supposed to tell you about, which he said that his first novel is not very good.
I'm gonna fold that bitch. But also, welcome on, Zippy Zach. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Well, okay. Hey, we're just gonna have to deal with... Hold up. Can I inspect element and delete this? Hold up. Perfect. Oh God. Why did it do that? Okay, delete node. I don't know why it did that. That was bizarre. So our local children's hospital recently redecorated, but I'm not too sure they really thought things out. Yeah, they could have probably put a little more thought into that. Literally any other color would have been a better choice. I'd like to point out that the color red has more positive than negative connotations. I'm sorry, but this reply absolutely killed me. Red can mean whatever the heck he wanted to mean. That is never going to change. So this straight up looks like he dragged a bloody body across the fucking floor. Hi, fun fact, colors do have meanings, and there's legit a thing called color theory. Red does have more positive connotations than negative, like Minty Maiden said. Red is associated with more love, lust, passion, and blood and death, just like the chart shows you. But if you want, here's a link for you to check it out yourself. Also, check out the Designer's Dictionary of Color by Sean Adams. Have fun learning something. XOXO designer. I think y'all missing the point here. A little, God, Tumblr, what? Oh my God, it keeps fucking...
Of course it keeps going.
How long does this keep going? Hold up. Can I remove you? Inspect element is a powerful tool. I am a fucking monkey. The blog has multiple related posts about the joke. I hate when people say I'm Spanish, like, no, that's a language, not a nationality. Boy, I've got news for you about a country called Spain. Well, like, Spanish is a language, but it's not a nationality. Like, they speak Spanish in Mexico and Puerto Rico and stuff. But as long as a place called Spain full of Spanish people. Oh my God, Tumblr, what the fuck?
Starky, it sounds like you're dying.
That's so fucking funny, though. It's really funny because, like, there's this is an entire semantic argument here. There's a lot of more, but I gotta find them. Why is this a recurrent bit on Tumblr? Also, we got Stargaze sent you one. I feel this deeply. I deeply sympathize with this duck. Also, apparently the Labubu trend officially is dead. Are they gonna shift to Hogwarts?
Why is it dead?
Wait, what?
Why is the little boo-boo trend dead?
I don't know. I guess it's officially dead, though, because apparently there's a bunch of them that were dumped in a landfill.
Oh, sounds like the ET thing all over again.
Because they're trying to be progressive and don't know geography. Okay, so this is the page I accidentally killed. That's fine. Okay, delete node. Wait, I don't think you shift to Hogwarts anymore because I shifted there and I scripted Draco to be more soft and nice and I hit him while I was shifting and he started crying and I kept punching him and hitting him and he died. Not people... Okay, that's right. This is the thing where people think that they can astrally project into fucking fiction. He's a real person. Y'all cannot be serious. Y'all are really mocking the hero who finally killed Draco Malfoy. Someone help my Draco Tulpa won't stop screaming. Oh my God, it's so fucking funny. My Immortal chapter dropped. Holy fuck. That's so goddamn funny. Yo, Tumblr is so unhinged. I love Tumblr so much. Tumblr is like a fascinating place to watch from the outside. I do not want to be on Tumblr, but I am excited whenever I get the chance to experience Tumblr. But yeah, I feel like this is a reasonably good time to stop. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you had a good time
for having us.
watching. And oh, I just realized they actually can't hear you on the screen, can they? Oh, no, they can.
That's fine.
You're still audible before you get put into the box. Putting you in the box. But thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you guys had a good time. We are, you know, a lot of emotions and stuff. You know, a bit of a less, you know, more dour stream, I suppose. But hopefully it was like entertaining. That, you know, it was entertaining or chill. You know, I gave birth to one of my one of my favorite images. Check DMs again. Hold up. It's called Quantum Jumping Babe. This image is fucking spectacular. I love this so much. Have a good night. Had a great time watching. Well, thank you so much, Troppernox. That really means a lot. Hold up. I should not have clicked on the image. Let's see. Let's see who's live. Let's see. I see Saber's live. I think we raided into Saber somewhat recently. That we did raid into Saber. I think this week even. Yeah, it was this week. Let's raid into Gusly. Tiger, welcome on in, Tiger. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh wait, no, hold up, Tiger. The Gusly unfortunately is raiding out as well, at least presumably. Who else did I see at MFF? Hi, Starky, bye, Starky. Can we just shout out for Tiger while I look for a raid target? I could have raided to next station because there was a bit where actually Dazzy was here earlier, so let's raid over to Dazzy. Yeah, use my emotes or who emotes you happen to have. Let's start the raid over to Dazzy Ritz. Heckin' super sweet Cobalt doing VRC and just hanging out. No, I almost just raided VR chat, not. It's been a week, man. But thank you for hanging out. I love you guys to bits. If this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Crow Internet, variety streamer live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, every Friday, Tuesday and Friday for the last 2 years, we've been learning to do some art. So a lot of progress made, still a lot of progress to go. And, you know, remind myself of how far I've come. I need to just stare at my first couple of pieces and remind myself, yeah, a lot of progress has been made. But no. Anyways, if you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including when we'll be going live, Blue Sky is the place to be. It's where I post the art that I make, art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, all that good stuff. We got a YouTube if you'd like to catch them on the VODs there, so what I've been up to and see the entirety of my artistic journey as I've posted every VOD, mostly every VOD. I'm sure some of them got like lost somewhere in the void of, you know, trying to figure shit out. But we also have a Telegram, no, not Telegram, a Discord if you'd like to pop in there, side of Sweet Beans, see the Curse Gun of Sweet Beans post, and of course we got a coffee sponsorship if you'd like to pick up some coffee from Dragon Rest Coffee, help support the channel, get 10% off with discount code StarkyMorph, and get some really, really good coffee. All right, I'm gonna send you all over to Dazirus. Next week will be a little bit unusual, as on Monday we will be doing a collab event. We'll be joined by Huntar, who is a very, very sweet bean, and we'll be doing a collab thing for a wolf charity. I love you guys to bits.